back to my channel. I hate long intros, so we're going to get right into it. I recently bought this Spice Shop yarn from Premier Yarns. I was able to get 3 of the colors that they offer. There are a ton of colors available, but these were the 3 that I guess spoke to me. For transparency, I bought these on my own. No one sent it to me. I picked them out, I paid for them, and Premier Yarns, as far as I know, doesn't know who I am. So I'm not affiliated or anything, and I'm completely unbiased. So back to this yarn. I bought 3 skeins. This green one is called Cilantro. I actually don't like cilantro because I have the gross soapy gene, so that kind of sucks. But I do love this yarn. I love the ombre-ness, the different greens, and even the little bluish green there mixed in with the black is really pretty. I also took a little video of this outside in the daylight so you can see what it looks like outside. This next one is my absolute favorite. It is called Sweet Pepper. I love the pink, the green, the yellow, and the orange mixed in with a little bits of black and white. I did take a video of this outside as well so you can see it in the sunlight. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And last, this is Cayenne. I'm not exactly sure why it's this color, but I don't care. I love that it has little pops of blue and red and black and white with this little tiny bit of like a brownish orange color. I just think it's really pretty. And this is what it looks like outside in the sunlight. So, me being me, I had to make hats with this. I am still obsessed with the star stitch from my Karen Cake adventure, and I just had to do more star stitch patterns. I just sort of made them all up. Um, I I am a little bit mad at myself for not learning the star stitch sooner. I hope that you all love watching me do star stitch things because I'll probably do it a few more times before I get it out of my system and it goes into my regular rotation of hat patterns that I make. So I chose a black pom-pom for this one. I went with the faux fur pom-pom because this yarn is an 80% acrylic and 20% wool blend yarn, and it just kind of gave me all of these cozy fall and winter hat vibes, so I had to throw a fluffy pom-pom on it. I didn't follow any sort of pattern. I sort of just made this whole hat up as I went. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have any direction. I just knew I wanted to do the star stitch, and that's what I chose. I really liked the texture with the ombre-ness, I guess, of this, and that's just kind of what I went with. I did have to frog or take apart a few rows of this hat while I was making it. If you are new to the fiber arts world or you have never heard that term, frog in this context, when you frog something, it means you are ripping it out, and rip it sounds like ribbit, so it's just a funny little term that other crocheters and knitters use. So when I had to frog a row of this yarn, it did pull apart pretty easily. There are some yarns out there that you cannot get them apart. So once you crochet it, you are stuck with it forever. And that is really stressful to use, at least for me, because you just can't make mistakes with it or your whole project is ruined. Luckily, this yarn isn't like that at all, so yay! I lost some footage of me making this at some point, so anyway, here it is done. Surprise! It's all finished. I absolutely love the texture of this hat. It's one of my favorite things. And the yarn is super soft and has like this sort of plush, squishy feeling to it, so I absolutely love it. I love how the color changes happened in this hat. I think it's really nice. The ombre-ness of it is really, really nice. I just love it. And next we have the sweet peppers. It's my favorite. I decided to pair this with a super hot pink fluffy pom-pom. It's just a faux fur pom-pom, and I decided to do the front cuff band thingy like I did for the other Star Stitch hat in my Karen Cakes adventure. Um, I think this is called Fuchsia. It's one of the big twist yarns that I have laying around. Anyway, watching this back, the front cuff kind of seems to take a really, really long time to make. In actuality, I think it was more like 10 minutes or so, but it feels like it's taking kind of forever. I am not 100% on this way of making hats yet. It's kind of a popular way to do the front cuffs or front bands on hats, but I think my favorite is still doing the sort of ribbed front that you would see in a lot of my winter styled hats. I think that's just my personal preference. I do think this method is very cute, and it's just got this really classic winter hat vibe, and I absolutely love that. And we are still going on with this scuff. Does it feel like it's taking forever to you too? Is it just me? It's probably just me, but we're going to speed this up. Hold on. And here we go. So I am going to do just a little slip stitch row to kind of separate the band from the sweet pepper yarn. I basically did the same pattern for this hat as the hat that I made with the cilantro yarn, except I'm working backwards. I don't think I frogged any of this hat, so that's always good. I do really, really like the way the colors are sort of pooling or not pooling in this skein. I feel like they're more spread out and they're playing nicely together. So nothing is being clumped together and it feels a little bit more fluid instead of like really harsh or abrupt color changes. And I like that none of the colors are stuck on one side, so everything's blending nicely. I did at one point have to cake this yarn because I center pulled the yarn and the skein sort of collapsed on itself, so I had to cake it because it was just getting all crazy pants and tangled everywhere. So I just caked this by hand. I don't have a yarn winder or anything. It didn't take very long to wind it by hand. I did watch a yarn winder review once and it looked so cool. I was pretty much sold on it until I saw the price tag. Um, it is way out of my budget, and I am not sure that I could justify that price since I don't know exactly how often I would use it. To be completely honest, I don't know that I wind yarn very often. In this case, I did only because the yarn just got all crazy and it was annoying to me, but yeah, I don't know that I would use it a whole lot, but I still kind of want one just a little bit. Oh, and here's my little cake. It's so cute. I actually really like how this particular yarn caked. It's just really adorable. Um, Even after making these two hats with the star stitch, I still kind of want to do more star stitch things. I don't know if I want to do hats or something else, but I would like to do more in the future. Um, I would probably do it right now, but I am talking to you about yarn and crochet stuff. So maybe I will have another one in the next video. I'm just kidding. I mean, probably. I mean, I probably won't do that, but I don't know. I might. We'll see. So this hat didn't really take all that long to make once I kind of got the groove of what I was doing and I handled the yarn being all crazy. So once it was caked up, it was pretty easy. And I just sewed the hot pink pom-pom onto the top and it was easy peasy. I actually really like this pom-pom because it has like a little bit of black on the edges of the pom-pom, so it's really, really, really pretty. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So this is the last skein and this is Cayenne. I wanted to do a third star stitch hat, but I didn't. I figured that two was enough and I didn't want anyone to yell at me for doing the same thing over and over. So I decided to do something else, a little bit simpler, but something that still had texture because I love textured hats. So I went with the seed stitch. My only complaint about the Spice Shop yarn, which is in no way Premier Yarn's fault or the Spice Shop yarn's fault, it's just a random thing that happened, which is this hat. All the red in this skein pooled on one side. It's just how the stitches went, how the colors happened to be, and the size of the hat that I made. It just happened that way. I don't hate it, but it does annoy me a little bit because the red is all clustered and pooled on one side and the other side basically has no red whatsoever. So it's a little bit annoying to me, and you'll see it in just a second. When I was crocheting it, I kind of noticed, but I had hoped as I crocheted that it would kind of scooch over onto the other side and maybe it would just be a little sparse but not super noticeable, but it is. It is so noticeable. There's almost no red on the whole one side. So aside from the color pooling, just randomly the way that it did with this particular color, and who knows, it might do that with one of the other colors that I had. It just seemed like this particular color had the color changes were farther apart and a little bit more random seeming. But other than that, I would be curious to see how some of the other colors would work up in different stitches and different sized hats. So maybe that wouldn't be a problem. Maybe it was just a problem with this particular skein and not all of the cayenne skeins of the Spice Shop yarn. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I still like this hat. I just love it a little bit less because of the color pooling mishap. I guess to recap on, I don't know if this is a review or just me trying it out and showing you what I'm doing, but just to recap my thoughts on the Spice Shop yarn, aside from how the cayenne just color pools weirdly on that one side, I really, really like this yarn. I wish that I could have gotten one in every color and made a bazillion hats in all sorts of different textures and types and different methods. I probably would use the cuff type method, with this one, or maybe some other type. Maybe I could do the ribbed band like I normally do, but I only got three and this is what I made. So I'm really happy with this yarn. It is a 20% wool yarn, so if you're allergic or you're making somebody something and they're allergic to wool, you got to skip this one, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the 20% wool and 80% acrylic yarns, because that seems to be what I've been all about lately. But yeah, if you have a wool allergy, you got to skip this one, unfortunately. Here are all three hats. I absolutely love how they turned out, aside from a seed stitch hat with the color pooling, but otherwise I'm really, really happy with them. Here are a few photos of them so you can get a better look. These will be available in my Etsy shop if that's something that you are looking for. I will put the link down below. Now that we're at the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I am still really in love with the Star Stitch, and I do really love the Spice Shop yarn. Let me know which hat was your favorite. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more, hit the bell button to be notified when I upload next, and thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!